Okay, I am at the Pines in St. Charles, Michigan. You might recognize this from the channel before because I've done this before, but I watched it again last night and it's a little cringy. So we're gonna try this again. And the course has had a couple of updates, new baskets, there's an extra hole. So we're gonna take a run through this again and try and do it a little better this time. Let's check it out. Okay, it's a little windy today. This is hole one. It is 245 feet from the short pad. I am just going to play the shorts today. The long is off to the right, and quite frankly, the angle kind of stinks. It is a par three, and from here, you are having a long, slow fade to the left. So whatever you have, backhand off the pad, and then just hyzer it, and it's just got to stay kind of pushing on a hyzer until it gets to the bucket. Okay, got a pyro. I'm gonna put it on a hyzer and let that sucker just push. That looks like it skipped up under the bucket. That should be good. Okay, wasn't right under the bucket, but I mean, it's looking pretty good. I'm probably about, I don't know, 25 away, maybe 20. Stay in there. Kind of a weak putt, but we'll take it. Let's go. Good start. All right, this is hole two. It is literally only like 170 feet. It's very short. The basket is straight down there. This is typically a forehand hole for most people, a little bit of a backhand for the lefties, but for this, it's just either something that's going to flex a little bit or you put it on an ante and let it kind of come back if it's overstable. There's a lot of ways to get there. A lot of aces on this one. Okay, glow hex. Come on. Okay, I mean, that seemed just fine. Pretty good run. Okay, the only problem with running it, you usually end up behind it. So I'm back here a little ways. There we go. Not too shabby. Okay, this is hole three, 283 feet. As you can see, we have a pretty tight tunnel here all the way down, and then it dumps off to the left. So whatever you have that stays straight and then just finishes kind of hard, it'd be great if you could get like a skip. That would be the perfect throw here. Okay, can't really tell what the wind is doing. There's a lot of wind today. Right back in this corner, we are really well protected. So can't really tell what it's doing. So I'm gonna go with a crave, a proton crave, send it down there and let her finish. That is looking tasty. Ooh, that just about ran it. Ended up going just behind it. Not too far. So it was a pretty good shot. There we go. Let's keep the streak going. All right, this is hole four, par three. Distance is about 236 from the short. The long is over there, and it is 328. Either of them, for me, are a forehand. One just has a lot more room. This one, of course, you got these trees right here, and as you can see, straight out there, there's a bit of an opening, and that's where you want to be fading in at. The basket is tucked about 30 to 40 feet inside that tree line. So, I mean, a backhand for a lefty, while it's going to be tight, is possible, but mostly this is a righty forehand. Okay, I've got old gnarly. It's old resistor. I'm aiming for those double trees straight ahead, the biggest ones that are straight at the end of that tunnel. So we'll see if we just can't get her to fade at that point. Oh, I turned it over a little bit. She skittered in there. It should be okay. Okay, she ended up pretty nicely nestled in here. Not too shabby. This place is really grown right now. Okay, this is hole 5, par 3. It is about 350 feet. I feel like it's longer than that, though. It just plays a little bit longer. I don't know why. It just feels tough. But as you can see, tunnel, until it's not really a tunnel anymore. It pinches off quite a bit. So this is one of those holes where you can have a good shot, but you're going to need a little bit of luck, too, because to hit a gap way down there is not easy. But backhand, forehand, I've seen lefties and righties do either, and it works out fine. You just really got to pipe this thing. Okay, got a Sarah Hokum Crave. I'm going to give this one a lot of flip because there is some wind out there. All right, she pushed through, and that right side is actually kind of clear, so that should be okay. Okay, I ended up about 60 out. This one flips a lot, this Crave, but honestly, this right side is better than the left. So I do have a step putt. Drop. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, kind of sailed it. Okay. Kind of a bad step putt. I really should have warmed up a little bit before the round, but sailed it, but it's not impossible to hit the comebacker. There we go. I'll take the 3 on that one. All right, this is the new alternate hole. It plays after 5, between 5 and 6. It plays your way back to 6. It's about 320 feet, I think. You'll be able to see there's a pump, like a water spigot there in the middle of the fairway. And then if you go back to the left, you'll probably see the basket. It plays a little uphill and then it goes downhill, and you do not want to be to the left. And then on the right, there is OB, like the path, the walking path, and over is all OB. So you want to hit something that kind of starts fading at those big pine trees on the right and swooping in. Okay, my usual play here is a fission octane. I just kind of punch it at that big pine and just kind of go from there. Back this up just a touch. Okay, yeah, again, fission octane. Pointed at the tree out there. That should, if it misses the tree, be in a great spot. That looked pretty good. This is hole 6. It's par 3, 235 feet. As you can see, we have a tunnel. It has grown over on the right side way more than it used to be. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit. But also, there's a lot of trees on the left that have died and have gone away. So, I mean, if you want to flex something on a forehand, you absolutely can, but really just punch it down the tunnel. It doesn't have to finish very far to the left. Whatever you got that stays straight and just kind of fades out a little at the end, go for it. Okay, got a hex. This one's pretty straight with a baby finish at the end. All right, she stayed clean. Not bad, not bad. Okay. I don't know, this hex kicked up about, 20 feet out or so, maybe 25. A little bit of straddle. There we go. All right, this is hole 7, par 3, about 340 feet approximately. As you can see, we've got a tunnel. Now, I will say this, there are some folks that take the over the ball diamond because there's a baseball field right here. Some people go over that ball field. Not for me. Pad doesn't orient itself like that enough for me to worry about it. So down the tunnel, slight turn to the right. You get up to a little kind of bump out. This used to be like a 2-track, I would believe. So it goes over again to the right. So you're kind of just slowly working your way to the right. So something that flips over, or a forehand if you can get through this first stand of trees that kind of keeps pushing forwards while it hyzers. Those will work. So I go with the turnover option. I have a really old Insanity, and this thing just kind of turns over and really doesn't come back until the very end. This one is kind of hard to film, so I'm gonna throw it and then I'm gonna try to get out of the way as best I can. But here we go. Get a little higher too. That might be, oh, it caught a tree up high, but there's a ditch there that kind of leads right to the basket, so it shouldn't be bad. Okay, so I found myself in a decent enough area. I wasn't too far to the right or to the left, and you can see this is what I was talking about with the 2-track that kind of turns outwards. Basket is around there, so I've got a pyro because it's going to turn the corner pretty hard. I'm going to put it up high and let it just kind of funnel towards the basket. And there we go, about 5 feet out. All right, this is hole 8. It says 386 on U-disc. It says 406 on this, so let's call it 396. Straight down the tunnel, and it goes to the right. So you need something that has some distance and is going to keep moving to the right-hand side. I like a turnover shot. I will tell you this, the right-hand side is way better to get out of trouble than the left-hand side. Left-hand side is really wooded. Right-hand side is more sparse. So whatever you got that's going to get you out there and more to the right, that's what you throw. Okay, got a fission crave. I'm going to lay this out there flat and just let it turn. You always want to start behind this pad because the end of this pad sucks. Really slippery. There we go, turn. Oh, kicked right. Well, I guess we get to test the theory how great it is on the right-hand side. All right, so I got lucky and it kicked back to the left. I didn't see that. Maybe it showed up on film. But still have the tunnel down here. There is a quicker gap, but it's real skinny. So usually the play is to go all the way down and then to the right. So I've got a resistor. I'm just going to play it down the tunnel and let it kind of fade back towards the bucket. Perfect. Yeah, that should play out real nicely. All right, I finished out about, I don't know, what do we got here, about 20, 25 feet away. Not too bad. This hole and that hole before it is the toughest stretch on this course. And if you come out of there par or better under that, that's nice. All right, halfway there, guys. Hole 9. This is a bit of a choose your own adventure. It's 245 feet. It is a par 3. You can see straight ahead. You can kind of follow this fairway and watch it snake around this way. You could take the backhand for a righty, forehand for a lefty, and get there. It's okay. It's not reliable. If you look over here to the left, though, there is a better path. Well, I wouldn't say better, like a different opportunity to go over here to the left on a forehand or a backhand for a lefty, which is sketchy. But a forehand down this tunnel off to the left will fade out towards the bucket, or at least you hope anyways. But either one will get you there. Either way, it's the same distance. Just go with what works. Okay, I got a resistor on a forehand through the left line. Now, I'll say this, this pad is awful. As far as like grip right now, it's really slippery with like all the plant matter and the rain on the top of it. So I'm gonna try and do this without falling on my face. Now fight. Yeah, I am inside the circle. Let's go. All right, landed about 20 out maybe. Not too far.